Hey guys, Ranger here, and welcome back to another reaction interview. And this is to the 5th episode of Initial D, which is Countdown to Destruction. And already, I know that the 6th episode is, I think the title is Goodbye 86. So I'm not sure if Takumi is going to race the 86 so hard in this episode that the engine blows. In the next episode, I don't know. Let's just dive in and see what happens. And start with episode 5 and see what happens with this race, because last we left off, Takumi was fighting mad. 3, 2, 1, click. Okay, that look on Takumi's face at the end here, that's the face you probably make. I'm guessing that's the face that he makes whenever he hears the engine blow. That's just a theory. I could be wrong, but that's my theory. Like I said, Takumi shows up at Takumi shows up to race. Takumi shows up to race to vent his frustration over the realization that Mogi had been hanging out with another guy, and he wanted to vent his frustration through racing. And in the process, like I said, I would personally say that that's a bad idea, because doing something like that while angry is a bad idea, because it often means that you're not focusing completely and you're more likely to make a mistake. However, there are situations and some people that can actually use their frustration and adapt that into some sort of skill, as opposed to making a mistake. It may actually help them. Although I would certainly say don't drive angry or don't race angry. Actually, don't do anything angry, because it's a bad idea. But it's funny that the other guy, Keiji, and Ryosuke both noticed a different feeling to Takumi. They both noticed that he looked different. He just felt different to them. And that's whenever they realized that there was more going on. Like I said prior, normally Takumi is laid back, he's more at ease, and here he's visibly angry. And I honestly don't know what, I really don't know what he thought. And that's one of the things about getting angry like this and doing something to try to vent your frustration. Typically, like I said, in this particular moment, whenever you get angry over something like that, you're not really thinking clearly. And Takumi, I don't believe, is thinking clearly. Whenever you're angry, and it's not just in a situation similar to Takumi. There are other situations that you can find yourself in where you can get angry and you'll make irrational, illogical decisions. You will do things and say things that traditionally go against what you would normally say and do. You may say something completely stupid that may come back and bite you on the butt. You may do something completely stupid. And so I would have to say whenever you get angry, it's best to take a step back, take a few breaths, and try to be rational. But Takumi is letting his frustration drive him, quite literally. And so now it's what is controlling him to race. And Ryosuke made the remark that the exhaust of the 86 sounded different. It didn't sound like it normally traditionally does. Now it sounded like a roar. And so Takumi is driving more aggressive in an attempt to try to win. You know, we also look at what was mentioned before. Now, of course, the next episode is titled Goodbye 86. And of course, all the talk about the engine blowing is a build-up to, okay, if you did not know, if you did not know that the next episode was titled Goodbye 86, then it would be a matter of then you would be wondering, it's just a matter of time until the engine blows. How much longer will it survive? However, this episode particularly had heavy emphasis and focused heavily on the internal components of the engine. So I'm speculating that that right there is a partial buildup, and that will segue into the engine blowing. And of course, there's Takumi racing. He's racing more aggressively. Uh, also, and there was also the mention that Bunta made that he sensed something uneasy about the night, that he sensed something. And so, I honestly felt that as well. I sensed something bad about it. And the final screen that shows Takumi, I don't know. I'm speculating that Takumi will lose. He probably would have lost the race anyway, but I'm speculating that the engine will blow before he can finish the race. That's what I'm speculating. And so then he may get the new engine and get to actually re-challenge, possibly. But Mogi shows up, probably to talk to Takumi. I don't know if she was going to confess about her sugar daddy that she had prior, or what. I really have no idea. But I think right now Takumi probably doesn't want to talk to her. And honestly, I can't blame him. Like, if I had have seen what Takumi did, I'm not going to lie, I would have been frustrated and angry as well. And I would have been saying, you know what, don't talk to me, you're probably just going to lie, so forget it. Just forget it. But I know there's probably more going on than what it seems on the surface. But I'm very curious as to what's exactly is going to happen in the next episode. It's probably going to be heartbreaking to see the engine below what happens to it. But like I said, if it wasn't for the fact that there's already another engine waiting on the side, a better engine, it would be more heartbreaking. But I'm also very curious as to what's going to happen here, because Takumi is racing using his anger. And I'm wondering, if it wasn't for the engine, would he actually win? Or would he actually manage to, I mean, would he lose? Would he win? What? That I really don't know. I'm very, very curious about that. But I don't know what's going to happen in the next episode, but judging by the judging by the final screen of Takumi's face, realizing probably that the engine is shot, and by the next episode titled Goodbye 86, obviously, that's what we have. So, I suppose, so it's just a matter of time to see what happens. But, so it's just a matter of watching the next episode and see what happens. But anyway, again, any information anyone wants to share in the comments, please feel free to do so. And again, let me know what you guys think in the comments as well. Thanks again for joining me. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully, I will see you guys in the next video that I do. Take care.